The B.P.M. podcast, Body Pulse Movement.
Oh, wait. That tastes really good. Start the podcast off this good Sunday morning with a Starbucks caramel macchiato and a splash of whiskey on the rocks. I need applause sound effects from you. I'm gonna edit those in. That was a good choice this morning. But here we are, episode 2, BPM podcast. I am the 7th, and I just want to talk sports a little bit. And I know anybody who knows me out there or has been following me, especially my close friends, are like, he's talking sports? What the fuck is going on? You don't even watch TV, bro. But here's the thing. There was a time in my life where I loved sports. That's all I did. Like, come on, what like black boy doesn't want to be an NFL or NBA player? Come on, cut it out. I had those dreams, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit and then end off to a sports metaphor that my homie dropped on me that really resonated. So no music talk, just sports talk. Here's the deal. I used to play football, okay. I used to play basketball. I was good at track and field, all of that stuff. Let me see. It was, I believe, middle school was when I started playing rocket football. And then also when I started playing basketball for middle school teams and stuff. Anybody around who grew up around Grand Rapids, I used to play for Mulek Park rocket football for my years. Shout out Mulek Park Cougars, Southeast Side. I played basketball for Vista Charter Academy, you know what I mean? Did you go to Vista? No. Oh, okay. Vista Charter Academy, William C. Abney Academy campus. That was middle school. And then when I went to high school, wait. Let's go back real quick. So my dad, he grew up in Indiana, hence I got on the hat right now, Indiana Zoo, you know what I'm saying? Indianapolis Zoo. Indianapolis, Indiana is where he's from. So when we were talking sports growing up, all I knew and bled was Indiana sports teams, you know what I mean? Whether it was Purdue or the Pacers or the Colts, you know what I mean? Like, all those teams held a special place in my heart, you know what I mean? And really it's just because of my dad, you know what I mean? It was this deep. I don't know if y'all remember the Pacers versus the Pistons game when they start fighting in the bleachers and all of that crazy shit. Malice at the Palace. Listen, I got it in front of me, right? November 19th, 2004, right? I was there at that game with my dad, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I was there. And what's funny, so what, 2004, I was born 89, so what? I was like 15. That's hilarious. Actually, think about it, bro. Yo, I was scared as fuck in that arena, bro. Like, I really was. I was like, Dad, we got to get out of here before we catch a punch. You know what I mean? But I remember being in the arena. And like I said, we were Pacers fans. So, like, times like that, I would be conflicted because I'm like, dang, Michigan. I love Michigan. I got so much home pride. But then I'm like, damn, you know what? I'm rocking for the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? But my dad did like insurance or something at the time. So you know how the insurance people give you free tickets. You know how that game goes. So we went. But my dad kind of seen things escalating. I think it was like after like the first hit maybe or something. My dad was already like, all right, come on, let's skedaddle. You know what I mean? So we're going up the stairs, and by the time we get outside to the concession stand and watching the TVs that's going on inside, everybody's brawling. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, let's go, Dad. We got to get the hell out of here, you know. We leave in the arena, so many cops zooming in, all this shit. I go to school the next day, everybody's talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, I was there, you know what I mean, little 14, 15-year-old. But I say all that to say Pacers and Indiana sports teams in my blood because my dad, he grew up in Indianapolis, Indiana, played football, ended up going to Hope College. He ran track and did football. He went to college on a football scholarship. So, like, he bled sports. So, hence, he, kind of pushed that on me. You know what I mean? I was in it since a young age. So we talked about middle school. We doing rocket football and basketball. Let's get into high school, the embarrassing moments. You know what I mean? So high school, I thought that I wanted to play football. You know what I'm saying? I went to Grand Rapids Christian my high school year, um, and coming from rocket football and like the hood, then going to like a private Christian school with these like big old white boys. I'm like, oh, absolutely not. I'm not trying to get hit. But yeah, I think yeah. What else do we got here? What is track and field band? Oh yeah, band. Let's try that out. You know what I mean? So I just gave away football. Then I started running track, and I got into the marching band ninth grade. And in 10th grade, I went to Kentwood, which was a way bigger school. The athletic department was way bigger, and the band was way bigger. So went to Kentwood. Oh wait, my freshman year I did try out for the basketball team. Of course I didn't make it. I was not good enough. You know what I mean? It's okay. I thought I was good at like I came to both days with tryouts with new Jordans and shit. It's like it's so icy, but I didn't make the cut. It's all good. It's all good. But I did play AAU football AAU basketball ninth and 10th grade. So 10th grade we're at Kentwood. I'm in the band. It's a big music facility. Um Wait a minute. I don't want to lie to y'all. Let me not lie to y'all. Cause it was one of those years in high school I thought about playing football. And then I went to a couple of days of tryouts, and I was like, "Fuck this," you know what I'm saying? Cause I was still, I think it might have been 11th grade. So yeah, 10th grade I'm at Kentwood. I run track. I start in band. Then 11th grade, I'm like, well, I only took 2 years off. I've been playing rocket football my whole life. I think I could try this, but I'd have to have like 2-a-day band practices and like 2-a-day football practices. And that on top of the physical thing was like, nah. And I wanted to be a wide receiver and shit, right? You know what I mean? Unrealistic goals. Unrealistic goals. So I left that away. Um, I let go AAU basketball also. Like 10th, 11th grade. And really what it came down to music, man. I loved music more than I loved both of those things, you know what I mean? But I did enjoy like the sportsmanship of it, and I think playing sports and having that experience definitely taught me certain things like how to take a loss, you know what I mean? Taught me how to be a good sport, and really taught me how to just like that you can think about this metaphor. So like when you play a game in sports, a match, it's usually one team versus the other team. And both of you all want to win, you know, but realistically, one of you all is going to win, one of you all is going to lose. So it's like both of you want different results, but yet you both come together and play this game and play by the rules and coexist. So hopefully one of you guys can get, that result. It's not just like, okay, I'm this Nebraska team, I'm this Indiana team, fuck y'all, like stay over there. Like no. They come together and play, based upon rules, So that taught me like really like, yo, if somebody can want a different outcome in their life than you, but you can still play the game with them. You know what I mean? You can still coexist and stuff like that. Just being a good freaking sport. You know what I mean? But all that being said, all the little sports talk, I want to break this down to you. One of my homies, it's actually like a mentor of some sort. He played ball for college ball for one of the Michigan universities, and he called me recently, and we were just talking and just dropping gems and just catching me up. He's like, "Hey Sev, how you been? What's up with the music? What's troubling you? Where you at with things?" I'm gonna take some whiskey. And I was just telling him what I was going through as far as like COVID, the stage is not being open back up, trying to stay on my regimen of being productive, blah blah blah, AGO, whatever. And then he talked to me for a second about how champions are made. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, how do you make do you know how to make champions? Please tell me, because I would love to know, you know? And he was like, okay, so think about a team playing regular season. And he was like using this metaphor as far as like musicians and stuff like that. He was like, you got regular season, you just doing your thing, you dominating. You're only playing these teams once, maybe twice, this, that, and the third. You beat them a couple times, cool, whatever, whatever. He was like, but that championship game and that whole thing, he said, let's say if your game is I'm gonna put it like this. If your game is like, okay, I got a good baseline 3-pointer. That's my thing. That's how I won all season. You know what I mean? Hence, or you're an artist where it's like, oh, I got this auto-tune sound. That's how I've won all season. You know what I mean? I'm this photographer. I use this filter. That's how I've won all season. You know what I mean? Cool. But in this championship game, you play this team multiple times. So if by game 1 or 2, they cut off that baseline or 3-pointer, if you don't adjust after that, you're not gonna fucking win. Like, you can't just do the 3-pointer and they cut it off. What are you gonna do next game 2, 3? Like, that's the same way you can look at your career or your artistry or whatever. It's like it just takes certain levels. It takes certain amount of work and preparation to reach different places. Like, yeah, cool. Like, you had a fucking amazing season, but you didn't make it to the championship because you couldn't adjust. You know what I mean? Change is good. Change is inevitable. And just like I said in episode 1, it's about that perception. You feel me? That's all I got to say. I hope you guys have a good day, evening, wherever you're at in the world. Peace.